Good evening and welcome to the stream. It is not Friday today. Surprise, surprise. But it's just like that's most of the days where we stream. Anyways, tonight is Saturday and I got bubbly and I wanted to do a stream. And the reason I wanted to do a stream is, first of all, I needed a little bit of a pick-me-up. So stream works good for that, a little bit of distraction. Yep, stream on a Saturday. Yep. And the theme of tonight is going to be the magnificence that is Zaws. I'm kind of stuck on the word magnificence for other reasons. Because there's actually an in-game event going on at the moment, which is Operation Plaguestar, and we will be taking part in that tonight. But before we do that, I wanted to talk a little bit about Zaws in the game, because Plaguestar brings some Zaws and it's worth to know about. So how about we bring Moo in, because I actually have Moo here on voice with me. Moo?
Oh,
Moo. Alright,
I confused myself.
How did you manage that?
The question is less how do I manage that, more what's the reason this time?
True.
I had stream still on,
Could you do me a favor, by the way?
Yes?
Could you keep an eye on this on my server, on the general chat there? Just
Okay.
have it up, and in case I get like anyone talks to me, because for instance Tornado just sent a message in the server, so just so that if someone tries to talk to me, I will know, because I can't see. I have to use too much screen space today because I have a bunch of notes written down. So yeah, tonight the theme of everything is Operation Plaguestar and Zaws. And to start with, I actually wanted to talk a little bit about how you get started with stuff. One of the things that I would highly recommend people doing when they play Warframe, it's not something they need to do right away, and actually you can't do it right away, but you see here in the star map there is some relays, different places. You start on Earth and then you move down to Mercury, and then you move the other way around to Mars, Phobos, Ceres, Jupiter, Europa, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and finally Sedna. And the first relay you find is on Mercury. That one you can access the moment you get to it, and that's really the important one. The next one,
new alert has begun.
Lotus.
On navigation.
The next one shows up on Saturn, and that one you need to be Mastery rank 4 to reach, which I don't believe is a requirement to actually get to it, but you can't access the relay before you are Mastery 4. And then the next one shows up on Pluto. You can see here, if you just zoom in, the Larunda relay, my favorite, the Cronia relay, and the last one, the Orcus relay. This one is a Mastery 8 relay, and really the difference between them is only that Barrow shows up and he picks a random, I don't think it's actually random, I think it's a rotation. So if you're on Mastery 4 but not Mastery 8, you will have 2 of the 3 rotation weeks where you can actually reach him. Otherwise you can't reach him over there, even if you have the planet unlocked. So that's really the only limiting factor. Other than that, the relays contain the exact same things and has the same like layout. So we'll be going to Cronia because that's my favorite, and the reason it is my favorite is purely because I've always loved Saturn. I don't know why. I think it's the ring. It's always been something nice. We're waiting on you, Mo.
I'm busy.
Are you petting Papa?
Apropos Papa. Papa needs pets. I bet if I would grow up, Papa would also be dense.
I hope so.
Well, she is
Lucy
more or less the
says,
same type
"Grax."
as your Papa.
Uh-huh.
So I would say she would also become dense.
Yeah, it's very likely. As Moo kind of gives away, I have my papa now. I decided to grow up my papa. And she's not fat, she's just a little dense. It's just fluffy.
Didn't we? Just wanted to say, didn't we agree on she's fluffy?
Yep. Just densely fluffy. So this is a
Love
relay, and when you get here, you can fast travel. The place we're going is Cephalon Simaris, but for the sake of it, let's take the trip there so you actually know your way
Come
around.
on, this is my favorite guy.
Is the shower guy there?
No, it's the
Oh.
wrong one. The one with where Katir is with the shower guy.
Bums.
I take his place.
What Moo is talking about is here, this waterfall. These guys here, they're from New Loka and they're a little weird. And every once in a while there'll be a group of them standing around here, and one of them will just randomly stand inside the waterfall and open his arms and look to the sky.
Are you in another instance?
Yeah, I think you were in different instances. But on the
Right.
left side here and on the right side is syndicates.
I'm dancing in the water wall.
On the left is the New Loka, Red Veil, and Parent Sequence. On the right is Steel Meridian, Arbiters of Hexes, and Cephalon Suda. And if you continue to the back room here, you will find a room on the opposite side of this wall. On the left, you have PvP. That is the what is it called? If you remember Teshin, that's where he will teach you. And on the right is just a scenic room. But this one here will take us up, the other one takes you down. So if we go to the first floor, well, I guess it's more than the first floor because we're going pretty damn far up. But up here we have on the left Davo's deals. Davo is a fun but strange guy, but he also has Clem there with him. And on the right here, you notice this symbol, is Cephalon Simaris. Now this is a nice little place. Cephalon Simaris is a syndicate, but he does not compete with the others, so you can grind with him without anything. And on the left here you see this symbol here. This is the Simulacrum, and that is the one that I wanted to point out to you. While on the right here we have all the different mastery tests. If you want to do a mastery test and want to try yourself out before going into it, so you don't go in blind and don't go in and lose a bunch of times not knowing what you're up against, this is the way to do it. You can only test the ones you've done or the one that you're currently at. You don't need to be actually ranked up in Mastery to try the next one. But yeah, it's quite nice. But over here we have a guy that has a little bit of a problem with personal space. Like he's very, very in your face. That is Cephalon Simaris.
He also, keeps people safe by killing them.
Yeah, his whole deal is that
What?
he wants to understand the world, and to do that he wants to turn people into data to put into his datascape where they can live forever and be immortal, except you have
Did you
to
ever
kill
play
them.
Mass Effect?
No, I haven't played that. I've watched
Do
a
you
little
want
bit
to
of a
play
let's
it?
play.
Do you want to play it?
I don't think so, but you never know.
Well,
welcome.
This is a huge spoiler, so everyone who wants to play that game should not
Yeah.
listen to it.
Spoiler alert.
Yep, huge spoiler alert. But you know the deal about from Mass Effect.
Mhm.
That you have this the Reapers, I think they are called, which turn everyone into robot thingies. And the whole deal is, yeah, I kinda like how Simaris looks like it. They want to preserve those people by more or less killing them and turning them into robots.
Yep.
I don't know. It seems to be one of those computer thingies, apparently.
Yeah. But with Simaris here,
Show me.
once you get to the relay, the important thing that you're going to get is you're going to get access to Simaris, and you're going to get the Simaris scanner. The Simaris scanner works like any other scanner, the one you can buy in the market, except it's 10 times as expensive. However, scanning stuff with it will give you Simaris standing, and that is the important part. So once you get here, talk to Simaris, get the scanner. He gives you a free scanner and some kinetic traps. But also he has this thing here. Do you have any targets?
This specimen is shrouded in mystery.
Simply scanning an enemy or an item or whatever will give you standing. But you also have daily tasks, which in this case gives 10,000 for completing it, along with about 3,500 per target that you scan. That of course is limited by your daily standing limit. So you might want to split this up if you want to do it that way. So basically what you do is just say, okay, I will perform this synthesis. Now, do keep in mind you might get a target you don't actually have access to. Like for instance, if you get Mutalist Moas on, while you're basically just on Earth, you can't really do it, because the only place where they show up on Earth or Venus or Mercury is in the defense missions and survival missions, and in those you won't get them because they aren't spawned to begin with. So, because you need to rank it up because it's not high enough level. So that will be problematic. The same with nullifier corrupted nullifiers. They also don't show up until I think it's tier 3 in the void. So unless you have access to that from, I believe that is Neptune, then you can't do them. So just don't pick up the target that day and then pick up a new one the day after. But that's really the way how we get a lot of standing at a time. But simply just scanning things will work. And actually if you have Helios will also scan things and give you standing. But it will of course only scan things you haven't scanned before, so it's a little bit of a limited time offer. Over here we have the offerings.
This is how
And there's a couple of
you.
things.
Help the sanctuary.
Shush. I'm pretending to be a Grineer instead of a Tenno. Yeah. Okay, so in here is the place where you get stuff. You get more scanners and you get more kinetic traps. Now, I would strongly suggest you do daily tasks to begin with, because they give you a lot of standing, and what you really want to go for first is the Soul Battery widget, because what that does is it upgrades your synthesis scanner so that you get infinite charges. That's important because all of a sudden you have a free scanner that also rewards you for using it, so you never have to buy scanners again. Yay! Then you also have the others, which are also very nice to get, but you can really get them whenever you want. There's the vector thread, which reduces time required to scan a target, which is quite nice. It's more of a quality of life thing, but it does make your daily targets easier to catch, because when you find them in the world, they have 4 weak points on them, and to catch them, you will be informed by Simaris whether they are in the mission or not. And if they're there, you basically pull out your scanner and look through it, and you will find traces in the world which will point you towards them. Then you find them, they will have a blue aura around them, and once you look at them with the scanner, you will see 4 weak points that you need to scan individually. They will run around and be really annoying and drop magnetic traps and stuff, and it can be a little annoying, but it's doable. And then finally the cross matrix widget is also very nice. It gives you, I think it is a 45% chance to get a double scan instead of just a single scan. So that's very nice as well. But what you also want to get Soul Battery first, definitely. But once you're ready, and you've gotten the other things you want to get first, go for the Simulacrum access key. And that's the thing that is going to give you access to the Simulacrum, strangely enough. So once you have
Who would have guessed?
Yep. So once you have that, this door over here will open, and this will give you access to what is known as the Simulacrum, which is a testing environment. Just need Lucy. There we go. Now, if only I had the key, I could invite other people there, but it's a good thing to have it because you can test out weapons and stuff. So here we are, and the thing about the Simulacrum is you have, what is it called? You have infinite energy, infinite health, infinite ammunition. You got a arsenal here. You're making a lot of noise. Starting the party. But the thing is, when you scan targets in the world and you fill up your codex, they will appear in here as targets that you can spawn. And you can spawn them at any level. Generally, I spawn them at whatever level I have access to, which is your level times 5 plus 30, I believe. Something like that. But it will tell you how much. You see a max level 105 when I am level 15. And you can also say, I want to be invisible, I just want to test my weapon, I don't want to have to worry about dodging, that sort of thing. You can turn on friendly fire. You can also make enemies not move around, which can be good, but it's not as good for like testing other than just the raw testing, because I don't know if they're blocking or something, but it feels like they take less damage when the AI is running than they do otherwise. It could also simply be because they're moving around and harder to hit. Now that all that is said, we will talk a little bit about Zaws. Zaws is these things here, which I can't actually block with and actually see, but if you see here in my right hand, that is a saw. A saw is a modular and custom weapon that consists of 3 parts. I say holding up 4 fingers.
Yes. I have to add something. Very important.
Yes.
I didn't saw that coming.
That's just bad. So, a saw consists of 3 things. A strike, a grip, and a link. The strikes define the IPS distribution, the damage distribution. For instance, if we look at this one, this is my weapon, the Arcanite, which consists of the... what is it called? Is it the Kiwa? I believe it is the Kiwa. I can't remember the name of the handle, but we'll look at that in a little bit. But the Kiwa strike, and what it does is, you can see down in the lower right, it gives a low amount of puncture. If we go in here, actually get just the raw numbers. That was not the right thing. Equip. The raw numbers, so we have 8.5 puncture, 19.5 impact, and 23.5 slash. Now, the numbers is going to be scaled depending on what other things you put on it, like the grip and the links. So this is not the exact numbers for the strike. This is for this strike with this grip with these links. But the distribution will be the same, and the special one about this one is that it's a plague strike, so it gives viral as well, which is very nice because we like viral as a status type. Now, the grip, well, the strike really defines what it will become. The Kiwa here, for instance, can either create a scythe, which is what we have here in the Arcanite, but it can also create a staff, which is what we have here in the Mykoa. And the difference is really which one it becomes depends on whether or not it's a one-handed or two-handed grip that you use for it. The links further changes the stat of the weapon, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But you can see it's these little dangly bits that you find around the weapon. So I really have 8 different saws at this current time. I have the Arcanite, which is It's one of my plague swords. I have 4 of them, and it is named after, all my plague swords is named after flowers, poisonous flowers to be specific, because that felt right, organic, because it is organic and it is poisonous, so poisonous flower. We have the Arcanite, my plague scythe, which is named after Wolfsbane. We have Mykoa, which is my plague staff, which is named after Angel Tears. Then we have Azalea, which is my plague rapier, which is named after what is it called? Mad honey, or rather a flower that produces mad honey. Basically a type of honey that will make you go insane.
I like it, honey.
And finally, my plague polearm, Datura, which is named after the moonflower. So that's my plague source. Then we have 4 others, which is Skull. If I can find it, there we go. It's my dagger. It is a normal sword, so it doesn't have any viral damage. Then we have Hearty, which is my, or another of my staffs rather, but it uses the same strike as the other one. And then we have Neath. What is it that is there? Neath. Neath is my machete. Very, very pretty. I need a stance for it though, and that stance is a little hard to get. And then there's Thea, which is another one of my polearms, but my non-plague sword polearm. And now, boo! You're giant and you're dancing inside of me. You're making this difficult. Now, not all of them are equally good. Things that are good, like I like this polearm. It's not the best. I really like it both for design and all that. But also this one here. This is a rapier. And rapiers, they are awesome. There's another strike for swords that can make rapiers, but honestly, I hate that strike. It looks like arse. It looks like you're going up and sticking like a fishing spear inside of them, and it's just like, no, that's just wrong. But there's specific swords that are really, really powerful, and Azalea here, my plague rapier, is one of them. More so because it is a rapier, not because of so much else, really. But other than that, it is a very powerful weapon. You can see it has a good amount of slash, a good amount of impact, and it has the viral to go along with it. It also, because the what is it called? There we go. The Plague Kripath strike. It is a strike that what is it called? That has a native higher critical chance than normal swords, while the weapons like Arcanite that uses the Kiwa has a natively higher status chance. So that's was it the other way around? I'm confused. Where did I put it? Datura. Oh no. As you can see here, Arcanite and Datura. So Datura has a higher native critical, lower, rather it has the same, what is it called? Where is it? Let's do this. Arcanite and Azalea. So Azalea has a lower status. That's because I put a link on it that reduces it. That's the Vajijai 2. And then it has a higher critical. So really the benefit of it is that it is a rapier, and we'll show that in a second. Another strong one is Skull, my dagger. And that's also because it is a dagger. Daggers are very powerful. So let's just show them off here. Azalea first. So the unique thing about Azalea is that it has a combo stance in here. You can't see it here, but if you look at it on the wiki, you can see that there's actually a bunch of different stuff that goes on in these. And the one that we're really interested on is Hidden Flourish, which actually ends in a finisher. And it's a little cheaty here because how you're reading this is that it is E hold, so it is this E that is holding, not this E, even though it looks like it's this one. So it's hold E and then just a bunch of E's. And that makes it very good for actually like triggering, because if we see here, I'm actually using Berserker, which I usually wouldn't use on a weapon that is very dependent on what is it called, on timing. But that is the beautiful thing about this weapon, is that it's not dependent on time. It's like it's a full what is it called, usage of the weapon's speed with Berserker instead of Primed Fury, because that would give it that would only give it 55% speed increase, while Berserker achieves 75, but with a charge. And it is a critical weapon, so that helps. So what we do is we go up, hold it down, and then just press E a bunch of times. If I can actually get it to trigger. There we go. Finisher. 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 And we're done. That was 5 level 105 bombards, taken out very swiftly. Of course I have the charge time, but if you're playing a mission you will have that charge going all the time because it's a good critical weapon. You can see here how fast they actually attack. So basically to do the combo you just hold down E, and then the moment you start really moving you just go berserk. Let's do that one more time. And the good thing is, once you're doing a finisher, like while you're in the animation, you're invisible. They can't hurt you. So even though the finish itself is a little slow, it's actually very, very quick. Or very, very effective in that you are invulnerable while you're doing it. Of course, right now I am invulnerable in general. Can you go out of the arsenal?
Yes.
Now the other one that is very powerful is the skull. And really it's because it's a dagger. It doesn't have anything to do with it being a sword. But really the sword dagger is the most powerful you can get. It is better than all the other daggers, hands down. And you can also customize it to be exactly how you want. Like for instance here, this is the Bala Strike, the Quath Grip, and the Vajit Jai 2. The Vajit Jai, the Vajit link will favor critical over status, while the Jai 2 improves your speed twice over your damage. So this becomes a very, very fast dagger that prioritizes crit, and the reason for that is that we're not going to stand around in melee. Melee, like status in melee is great, but you really want to do that for a weapon that has more range. So in this case, what I really want to do is get some critical out of it, and that's also because of how it is built. Because if we look inside of it, if you remember a dagger, we have this stinging thorn stance, which is really the one that you want. And you can't see it here, but this one here, Carving Spike, has a finisher. So basically, how you trigger it is, well, this one can be triggered just by holding right click. This one is the same as before with hold, then you need to pause and then you press E. Press E, pause, and then press E a couple of times. I never use the pause ones because I can't get the timing right. it just doesn't work for me. But this one has the finisher in the forward moving combo. And that's the important thing, because daggers has access to the mod Covert Lethality, which does lethal damage on finishers. This does not count for ground finishers, but it does count for stance finishers. So, just to prove the point, if we go into here, get Covert Lethality, and get Stinging Thorn. I just want to point out, Stinging Thorn gives you 10 mod polarity, Covert Lethality takes 10, so you can actually, you can't really do this on Mastery 0 because you probably don't have access to stuff at that point, but even at Mastery 0 we don't even need to level the weapon up for this to be possible. Now we're going to go out with that, and basically what we're going to do is, first we're going to demonstrate that it's ours. Like if you see it, we do absolutely no damage to this guy. But if I move forward instead, finisher, 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 finisher. This is a non-ranked weapon that doesn't have any damage increases, it just uses Covert Lethality. And the really nice thing is, this weapon is already polarized to fit with Stinging Thorn, because of the strike and the grip, just happen to be that. So that's really beautiful. And we're just waiting for Lucy to get out of it. There we go. So, if we go in here, let's just remove those, go to configuration A. Now this is actually the configuration I made to, like, without having to apply any format to it. Because when you get a saw, what happens is you build it, you buy the parts, build the parts, put the parts together, then you have to rank it up to rank 30. And once you do that, you get access to gilding it. When you gild it, you get to polarize it once, it gets returned to unranked, and then you rank it up again. It also raises the stats of the weapon, and you're very distracting, you two.
Yes.
So it raises the stats a little bit, and also gives you access to polarizers. So this is actually the build I had for not polarized, and I'm using a Sodium Might, because this is a weapon that relies on the finisher to take out the heavy targets, so we might as well actually use the finisher to potentially give ourselves some lifesteal. You don't need that, but it's just an expansion. So let's try it with the build here, that has been formatted once, but doesn't need to actually be formatted at all to build this. So it's the same strength as before. Now this is using Fury. You could use Berserker as well. My preference there is I would rather use the normal Fury if I don't have Prime Fury, because, like, for something like this I don't want to have to charge it up. And the reason for that is that it is a what is it called? It is a dagger, and daggers are usually used for more stealthy play. So I don't want to go out and have to charge up a dagger that I don't necessarily have access to actually killing a bunch of people with. But as you can see, it's very, very possible to take it in and actually take on a bunch of people. Now, how I build my swords really depends on what I want from it. For instance, in this case, Skull is the Bala, which prioritizes puncture, secondary slash, with the Quath grip, which is a speed-focused one-handed grip. And then the Vajit Jai 2, which buffs up critical at the cost of status and buffs up speed at the cost of damage. And then there is the Azalea. Again, it is Plague Kripath Strike, Plague Aquin Grip, which is just a one-handed Plague Grip, And then it is the Vajijai 2. I did not use a... or I did use the Vajijai here because I wanted to really push the critical, because it is such a fast weapon that you could potentially use it for status, but what I really want to do is take advantage of the finisher, and while I'm getting that finisher damage that actually bypasses armor, really take advantage of it and just do massive damage. Other good ones, I would say the Maikoa here is very good as well. It is built for status over critical, but I haven't actually put a what is it called, a different link on it. I'm using only the Jai 2 because it was already balanced towards status, so I didn't want to give up too much of the critical to get that. And it's using the Kiwa and the Buckwin, Plague Strike and Grip. So let's actually try that out real quick. Let's get one of these guys. Now, this is not really finished, but it's not really made to take out these guys, but you can see it's doing the work. 31 hits and he's gone. Really the benefit of it is that it has a good range. And that's one of the things, is I want to make a status weapon that has a good range and can really get in there and do some status effects. I quite like the staves. The only problem is that like the default hits can be a little hard to hit small containers with, so if you're playing to gather resources, that might be a little more difficult for you, and in that case I would strongly recommend Thea, which is actually one of my favorites. Now the others here, I didn't talk very much about what they're named after. Skull is named, or Skull and Hearty is named after the wolves from Norse mythology, which chases the sun and the moon across the sky. Skull is, what is it called? The one who mocks, and the reason behind that is it's a tiny little dagger that's deceptively deadly. So that fit. And then we have Hearty, which has the same philosophy as Maikoa, in that it is a status focused weapon, but here I used the Aquana Jai 2 to push more status out of it. And it's named after the other of those wolves, which is the one who hates. Because it is really gonna hate you. Or make you hate it, rather. Then we have...
And you know what?
What?
When you said here the two wolves, two majestic wolves that chase the sun and the moon, I just had to think of ball.
Yeah, pretty much, except that at Ragnarok's coming, they will catch their prey and swallow up the sun and the moon and render the earth in perpetual darkness for 4 years. And permanent winter, which is called the Fimble Winter, which heralds the coming of Ragnarok. I'm a nerd.
Ball.
Then there is Neath, which is, or Neath and Thea, which is named after a game I used to play, which is Darkfall, where there was a race of anthropomorphized wolves, which, what is it called, which were moon worshippers. And Thea is the main god, or goddess rather, that they are worshipping, which is the ghost moon. But there's also a secretive second sect that is very like artifact focused, and they worship the blue moon, which is Neath. Now Thea here, if you look out here, Thea has a status focus as well, so it's using the Aquana Jai 2. You can also go with just the Jai 2. I really recommend you go with the Aquana Jai 2. But what is so important here is that this is very, very slash focused, which makes it ideal for a weapon that, like, it has a huge range because it's a polearm, it has a slash focus, and then that means that if we build it for viral status and slash, we can really deal some nasty damage, because slash procs will bypass armor, slash damage doesn't. But since it's a status weapon, we have a good chance of applying status. So here, for instance, we have 65% chance of applying status, and this one here should actually be condition overload, which I don't have at the moment. I'm working on it, but I'm having shitty luck. Also, this one can be upgraded for buzzkill, which I don't have, but I'll get it eventually. Just need to actually spend the money. But you can see here, a lot of slash damage, and viral is pretty much secondary, so it will very often proc viral and slash. So let's actually take it out for a spin. Let's get 5 of them just for the sake of it. Like, the trick is to get the viral proc on them so they lose half their health, keep it on them by keeping on attacking them, and let the slash continue to eat away at them. This guy's already dead, we can move on. He died. So it's a very good weapon, and I currently use this weapon to go into the survival way I'm trying to get condition overload, which I do just casual 40 minutes. It will be able to go further with like more, but really the problem is not the weapon's capability, because I do use relentless combination, which is good for extended play. However, the problem is that at that point I just run rocket to the face and die because I'm not playing invisible. So yeah, that's the source. So how about we hop to Cetus? How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Because let's talk about how these swords are actually made. Oh nice, it keeps the party as well. They made it so you can leave directly from the Simulacrum back to your orbit, and it even keeps the party.
I'm in Borneo.
Oh, now you're leaving. You should have stayed there. Because I can just invite you to Cetus. And we're going to... Bugger, there's no good ones. We're going to 10. Actually, let's pick one that isn't so busy. Let's pick 21. Because it's 2 1s and then another
Lucy
one.
asked, well, so the sun and moon need 4 years to make it through.
4 years to make it through? What?
You know,
oh,
when
through digestion, yeah, of course, yeah. Took me a moment. No, I'm not actually sure the light comes back. The world just ends after the Fimble winter. Oh yeah, by the way, also, notice this armor that I'm wearing. This is the Tenocon armor. It's actually quite nice, so I had to get it. If you want it, it's over here. You can see Tenocon 2018 tickets now available at the bottom. And if you get the digital ticket pack, you can get the armor, a glyph, a sigil, a display thingy. Was there more than that? I don't think so. I think that is it. So yeah, if that is your thing, it's not something I will use on every frame. I've just put it on in this case to show it, not really to do more with it. But I do use it on, or use for instance the chest plate on my Trinity, and really, like for instance the shoulder pieces looks really good on Zephyr, The entire set looks really good in Zephyr. Zephyr Prime specifically. But now we're in Cetus. And here in Cetus we have a couple of people that are interesting. So you make your way inside town. Like with the relay, this place does have what is it called? Quick travel. But let's just walk it just to show. So you walk up here. Through here. And here we have it. Hawk.
Oh cool, you also show up on the map, by the way.
Yep. So with Hawk you can look at his wares, and what he sells is he sells all the different parts. Now of course these becomes available as you rank up. You only need to get to rank 4 to have access to everything, but if you're only using the Jai 2, I think you only need rank 2 with the Austrians to actually be able to make the weapon. So if you're not going to use Equana or Vajid, then you don't need rank 4, but in some cases it's really nice. For instance, if I want to push extra status, like with Thea, or I want to push extra critical, that I also often do, then either get Vajid Jai or Equana Jai. What I do is always either Jai 2 or Jai 2 with either Vajid or Equana. Vajid is the one that increases what is it called, critical chance in exchange for status chance, while the Equana does the opposite. Status chance over critical chance. So you need 3 parts. Once you have them, like you buy the blueprint, you go back to your orbiter to craft them, come back here and then you put them together. So for instance here, let's say we wanted to create, what is it called, we wanted to create my skull dagger. So choose the Bala strike, we're just previewing at the moment. We want Quaff grip, which is the grip that focuses on speed. And then we want the we want to favor our critical, so that means we want the Vajid Jai 2. There we go. There we have skull. And right now you see the stats are very low. That's because it's not gilded. So we can preview it gilded. And here it looks. So let's have a quick look at the wares. So the strikes that I've used so far has been the Bala, which is the one for the dagger. It's a very nice one. It does focus puncture over slash, but it doesn't, like, it's not low on slash in any way. And then the Scythe, which strongly focuses slash. But the others are good too. They will each make different weapons. For instance, the Ultha, I believe, makes either a staff or a sword. The Me one will create either a sword or a polearm. And here's the one that I was talking about. That's the other one that makes a rapier or a polearm. And this looks like ass. I don't like it. So, yeah. But the thing is, once you have crafted your saw and you have leveled it up, you will be able to gain mastery from it after you gild it, like any other weapon, but you need to gild it first to do it, and you can gain mastery for every one of the strikes. So that's potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from here and 2 from the plagues. So that's 8 times 3,000, which is 24,000. So that's a lot of mastery. But yeah, the strikes really pick whatever you like and go with it. You can pick from something that looks good. You can pick from the stats, like for instance here with the Scythe. This looks beautiful. And it focuses slash, which is what I wanted. And then for the grips, really what I use is either Sekala or Quath. The Krustra does give a better DPS technically than the Sekala, but this is lightweight, this is heavyweight. So while this technically gives you a higher DPS if you keeps on hitting, this one will hit more. And I very often want to favor hitting more because that's extra good with status, which is what I want when I'm using a polearm. So I would suggest either Cicala and Quoth, whatever strike you want. And then for the links, either Jai 2, Vajit Jai 2, or Iguana Jai 2. Keeping that in mind will really simplify like what you need in order to make something. Now, for the next bit here, we're gonna talk Operation Plaguestar. Because, oh yeah, maybe just one quick thing here. So, no, not Forge Salt, Browse Wares. So basically, like all of this stuff here comes early. That's rank 2, all of it. The links, well, the Jai 2 is rank 2. The Iguana and Vajija is rank 4, so you need rank 4 to get those, otherwise you can really do everything at rank 2. Just keep that in mind. I wouldn't craft the weapon before you have the rank to make the weapon you want, because then you just have to remake the weapon, and that's a waste of resources. Once you've ranked up your weapon once, you go over and say other services, and here we'll say, what is it called, Gild Your Saw. Requires a max rank saw or minor max rank, 2 cities wisp and 5,000 standing. Once you click on it, you can name your saw, which is really nice because you get that personal feeling. And I would highly recommend writing your name in capitals, because the game is not capital sensitive, and up here in the window here, if you don't write it with capitals, you will forever have weapons here that has lowercase letters, and that will drive me insane. But actually, if we go in here, go to Arsenal, I can demonstrate it, because if I equip Amber, and then we go up there and look, see, Amber's was lowercase letters, and that might drive me insane, but we'll talk about that in a second. Now, Operation Plaguestar is happening out in the plains. You talk to Huck. He gives you the what is it called? The bounties. There's currently also a ghoul thingy going on, but down here is Operation Plaguestar, and it gives a bunch of different things. And it's where you need to go out, do some stuff, and then things happen. It gives 1,000 standing base, and then you can do something to make it like give more. You can use Catalyst to either increase the level or spawn more Hemocides, and that like increases the gain you get from a run from 1,000 to 3,000. Once you have the standing, you go over to Nakak and talk. You say operational supply,
How may I help?
and here you see your standing. You need to rank it up to rank 3 first, which takes 1,000, 2,000 and 3,000 standing. So 6,000 standing total, that's 6 runs, or if you do it less, you can do it in, well, you can do it in 3 runs. Yeah, 3 runs. If you use all the thingies, one of them comes from the dojo, so you might not get access to that. But in here is some interesting things, namely the plague source. What I did, I bought 2 of each, but if you want something to focus on, the Kripath, it's a good one if you want to make weapons. I don't think I want to make more weapons, but it's still good. The Bogwin is actually on line with the like the one that was higher DPS, while not looking like ours, so that's also very recommended. These here are very nice too. It's Exodias, so I would highly recommend you get those. Get 10 of them. You don't need more than 10, just 10. Don't worry about crafting them, you just need to have them.
Just one.
Just 10 of one. Because you need 10 Exodias to actually upgrade it to maximum level. for it to be like max effectiveness, it would be asked to get only one, and then it'll stand after the event ends and not have any. So you really want to get those. But just get 10 of each. They're very cheap, so it's easy to get. And then there's stuff like the ether daggers. If you have thrown away your ether daggers, you can get them back here. And the Snipetron, which is not available anywhere else. There's the Phylaxis, which is the one you use to make more Hemosides, I believe. No, that's the one to increase the level. The Catalyst comes from the dojo, and that's the one that makes more Hemosides. Then there's also some interesting mods. There's Formation, which is a launcher secondary weapon mod. I just have it for the collection. And then there's Sacrifice, which is really good. It will make you, so when you die in a level, after your bleed out timer goes down, your sentinel will try to revive you at the cost of one of its own lives, and that synergizes with regen. So you basically get a sentinel that can revive yourself, so you don't lose a life in a mission by going down, unless they kill your sentinel, which might happen. It's also possible to grind Forma, which is finished build Forma, which is very nice.
With Sacrifice, I have something to say, and that it's more likely your sentinel dies with other people around, because
they shoot at them.
yeah, it actually waits for other people to revive you. So
Yep.
you have the split timer. If the split timer goes down, then it will revive you with anyone else's one. So it just doesn't kill itself.
Yep.
But if you're alone, it automatically, because nobody else can revive you, it will not wait and revive you at that time. The only thing when it can die then is that they shoot it down while it's reviving you, but that's fast enough that usually doesn't happen. What happens more is you play with other people and they shoot it down while it waits for anyone else to revive you.
Then there's things like Forma. Forma you always need more of, and I'm actually very low on Forma right now, so I might farm this a little bit. Radiant Centrium and Hard Nith is also very, very good. You can go out and farm those, but if you don't want to farm them, you can get them finished made here. You need 30 to build a finished Exodia. You can see here they cost 3 each. So they cost 30 of these to make a full set, and that goes for all the Exodias. So keep that in mind. It's an option to farm. I didn't really focus on it, and I still probably won't focus on it because I don't mind going farming. Then there's Cetus Wisps, same deal. If you don't like farming them, go for it here. Like, I get enough from the bounties usually to have enough, but usually with Exodias you need 100 Cetus Wisps to make a full set, so it's an option. There's the emblem. Get it, because it is gonna go away, and it's a cosmetics, so why not get it? Now the important ones. Nork Brain and Cutlol Tendrils. To reach maximum standing with Cetus, you need 1 Nork Brain and 1 Cutlol Tendril. So get them from here, because they're an ass to fish. Basically, one of them requires that you fish that randomly show up during only twilight or dawn at specific places using common baits, which also counts for other fish, so it might not necessarily spawn them. And the other requires you to fish specific rare fish that requires other fish to craft their bait. So it's a lot of extra work to get them, so get 1 of each of them. The Mercray liver, you need 5 to level up. You also need 1 more for something which I can't remember. So you can buy them here if you want, but really Mercray isn't that bad to fish. It's all common stuff you need for the bait, and it's just during daytime, I believe, that they show up. So it's not really that difficult. So that's really everything. Yeah, I think that's everything. So we could potentially go and actually do some stuff now. Now that I've been talking for an hour.
Nah. It's not that bad.
I hope that it was interesting and helpful at least. Like what I really wanted to do with it was show stuff off. Because one of the things that really kept me from going into Zaws was that it was so bloody confusing. So yeah, if you want to go into Zaws, do ask me. There's also online builders that you can use. In fact, let me put one in chat. This one is quite useful. And now you can like test out the build, see what the stats is going to be, and decide. But otherwise, you can always ask if you're interested. So yeah, I think that I am ready. If you are. It's raining.
Yep.
So, gonna do Plague Star.
Yep, but give me a moment.
It's also just about to turn nighttime. I talked away the entire daytime. But yeah, you can see here with Plague Star, it gives 1000 standing base. Then you have the Phalanxes and the Catalyst. The Phalanxes gives 250 each time you add it, and the same goes for the Catalyst. The Phalanxes will increase the level of the enemies you face during the last phase, and the Phalanxes or the Catalyst will add more Hemicides that spawn during the last phase. So potentially you can get 3000 standing. I don't know if I think it's worth it because the Hemicides also gets more difficult. I think we figured out that we like to do 2 to 3 Hemicists because that's really where it starts getting unnecessarily difficult.
We are 3 people right now, so I would say we can definitely take on 3.
Have you happened to make any?
Yes, I have 20.
Okay.
So
see, I have not thought about that. I haven't made any.
They take a minute, so it's not really.
Yes, but I can't make them
anything.
from here, is the problem.
Question though, what Warframe should I go in? We have.
I'm gonna go as Trinity.
So I go probably best as Ember.
Ember will be good.
Because I mean, I would also go as my party girl, but party girl is probably not the best decision. Also,
I don't know. I mean, I can heal you and charge you up while you have it going, and it also gives them a different target to focus on. So you could do that.
I think I go with Ember.
I would
also
say for Inaros or Frost, probably either really. Which one you want to play, because like we're not gonna sit in a position like Frost will be good for the defense point of it with the orb, but other than that, for the last one, well, you can throw ice cubes at people. And Inaros, well, Inaros is Inaros. So, yeah. Frost will make the defense point easier, but pick whatever one you want. And sorry, what did you say?
No, I wanted to say that I also bought stuff I want to show.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it fits best with Ember.
Well, let's try then.
I would say let's go with 3 because we could do 3 with 2 people and we are 3 people, so we should definitely be able to take on 3.
I think we can easily do 4, honestly, because
let's try with 3.
Let's try with 3, but I'm pretty sure we can do 4 because like, we're all more powerful now and we're 3 people.
I would also say probably we can take 4, but let's just try with 3 because otherwise we overestimated ourselves and then just die.
I will let this plague run wild over Cetus.
Also, I spent.
In, he thinks. I will use
Okay.
poison to
See,
exterminate
it's Papa.
the infestation
Papa.
once its work is done.
Papa's not fat,
Will
Papa's
you
fluffy.
see doom
Very
in this
fluffy.
land?
And I
Here
bought the
and
Mooxie
for
and Lucy.
the
Oh,
boil
let me
needs
see.
to be destroyed
Oh, nice.
now, before it becomes
It's one of.
unstoppable.
I bought 2 of those,
We
you know,
know
that
Vayek
cost
has
real life money.
Thrax
Uh-huh.
toxin stored
That's a
in
good
Because
one,
I-
though.
ground. We'll
Yep.
use that. One
I
ill
also bought the other one
cure
that's like fire wings because I mean I always really wanted them for Ember because they fit so well.
Yeah, there's so many good Tenogen Sandanas. I really want some, but money.
Yeah, I have a little bit more than usual this month, so
By the way, that over there, in the distance, that is the boils. So that is what we're trying to destroy.
they grew big quite fast.
Well, apparently it's been growing under the surface. So the thing is, like, this
Yeah,
whole event
darn it.
started before, where an asteroid of some thing or another came out of the blue.
Then missed their biggest mistake and landed in the plains instead of on Cetus.
Yep.
I mean, Cetus is really not the biggest mistake, it's really a good thing, but it started out so extremely buggy that I joked about that they did the biggest mistake. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, darn it, I think I don't have them.
Which ones? Oh, you didn't equip them?
No, I didn't. I have them on my Zero, but I mean, we will do it again, so...
You have what
And
on your Zero?
I put the mod on my Zero and another weapon, and I have both not with me. And I forgot to put them on these weapons.
Ah.
But I mean, the night just started.
Oh, squeaky.
Squeaky!
Turn off the lights so I can actually see what's going on. Hi there, Marcus. Welcome.
Squeaky looks very infested. Squeaky!
I'm
Squeaky, where
still
are
not
you?
sure if Squeaky is infested or not.
It looks at least so.
Now, there's some things like if you want to fish, Plaguestar is annoying as hell.
Yep.
If you want to fight Squeaky, Plaguestar is beneficial because you have a lot of targets to shoot as Trinity to make energy happen. So yeah, the first part of the quest is really we need to go and find the what is it called? The toxin that Vayek has produced.
The Thrax toxin!
Make that guy.
Little maggots want my toxin!
Yes, we do.
Stop them!
So it will be in one of the caves around the plains. Which of course can be a little confusing, but really I've been in these caves so many times now that I know the way around.
Vayek
Oh, 100 Kuba.
does
Not unwelcome.
pride and a
Ah,
face
bumps.
like a rejected skin graft. Council would like you to make his life miserable.
More miserable.
More miserable.
Oh, I've heard that so many times.
Be prepared.
Take
Knows what we're up to now.
mince, put in the mouth.
I am directing you to
Did
the
that help?
bunker near
Oh, it
Yes.
helped.
Use it to repair the toxin.
Oh.
I think we lost Lucy.
That's likely.
You need to go the other way around. You're in a peninsula or whatever you want to call it, like a side of the cave. You missed the exit. There we go. And to the right.
I
Lu-
wonder.
Lucy's gonna hear this with 30 seconds delay, so it's not gonna help at all.
It has confusing her. There she is.
So now we need to find a mixer.
Yay!
That'll be in one of the Grenier camps.
And only in one, and it can also be that you have to walk 4 kilometers to get there.
Yeah, it can happen.
The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
Those devices draw energy from the bone bodies.
So, you open this thingy. Let's just take that out, and then you stick it inside here. And while that is going, you can go in and put the stuff inside. There he is.
No, actually, I just made 10. Could you make some more energy?
Yeah.
Thank you. And Lucy's taking this thingy.
But yeah, what you do basically, just you put it in here, then you stand in here, go to your gear wheel and click on it, and then you add it. You can add 4 of each, and that's basically it.
This boil will cleanse Cetus of the filthy Alstron rats that infest her walls.
Didn't we kill him today?
Yeah, we did. Well, technically, Vahek is the only enemy, or like the only boss that visibly does not die.
Okay.
Like when you defeat him in his terra frame, he flees. He jumps out of the terra frame as it blows up and then flies off.
Robotnik style.
Yep. You can see on the left that we've added 3 infested catalysts and 0 Eidolon phalanxes. The reason why we generally don't do the phalanxes is because they require Plains resources to make, while the others require star map resources. So, oh, something damaged the thingy a lot.
Don't ask me what.
Ruff.
The mixer needs more time. Keep the Grenier at bay.
I see they haven't updated the time for this defense target. Oh yeah, this is basically the hardest part of the thing. Protect this bloody thing.
Then comes the fun part.
I know! My eyebrows are singeing just looking at that
Oh, the message.
shove it into the boil.
I really wonder if they updated the relics or if I have 50,000 H1s again.
I don't think it was H1s.
It was H1s, Meso H1s. Because I had
No, it was Neo H1s.
a Neo H1s and it was a Neo H1s. I just know I had 50 of those or so.
So now that we have the toxin mixed up, what we need to do is we need to... Okay, I think Lucy just called in a thingy.
Drone located.
We need to find a drone, and the drone then needs to plug it in, because if you touch the boil, you die. So
Very quickly.
Yeah, very
There
quickly.
were also a fun thing where the boil wasn't there visibly anymore, but the
Yeah, after it died,
was there.
it was still deadly for a while. So it
Oh,
just
you
randomly-
just randomly died if you've gone into that.
I wonder if that will happen again. Yeah, stay clear of the boil.
More Kuba and energy would be nice.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a target to do it too.
Triggered peristalsis.
I
Antibody
bastard.
production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
Okay, I should be good. Whee! Did you test if they work or
Which ones? What?
the Wommer lists?
If
If
they
they count
work?
as if they count as sentience.
No, because I don't have a ribbon to test it on. You have all the ribbons.
Okay. Did you pause it?
No, no,
Lucy got one.
you got 2 and Lucy got 1.
Ah, that's fine.
Oh, I think the first Hemocyte is here.
Yes.
Ah, bastard.
Where are you?
Over here.
There.
Ow. Let's
Come
kill
on.
some of all these eggs.
One head down.
Yep.
I think it's probably not the best to take Ember into this fight because of so many people
Maybe.
and so much toxin. I think it would be probably better
Ah, bums.
to keep her safe and home.
Wait, 2 heads down.
Wonderful! And that's the first one of 3.
Ow. Last hit.
Ember is down again.
Yeah.
Magnificence. What's just made angry?
The Boyle's immune system has manufactured a hemocyte to deal with the toxin threat. Destroy it.
Going to take out the eggs.
I tried to take on the heads already.
Stop wiggling!
Come on. Come on.
Maggots! You try to protect these rats.
Amber!
Fail! And fail!
What? Ah, bums, I have no energy. Amber!
Yeah, I also have no energy.
Ah, bums.
maggots! You tried to protect these rats! You failed! And failed!
I'm trying to take the toxin head out first.
Yeah, that one is really the annoying one.
From the bomb ballists. Make use of them.
Bums. Ah, bums. I did not see the toxin. Come on.
Glistening magnificence. But you just made it angry.
Okay, that's one head. Two heads.
They still have 2 heads left for me. Ah, there's the other dead. Ah. Oh.
Eternal maggots! You tried to protect these
No, Amber.
to fail! And fail!
Amber needs to be beefed up a little bit more.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I think it's just a whole lot of toxin and he's running around.
Yeah.
Just that he runs into.
Because he
The
doesn't
toxin
have as much
outside.
armor or as much, what is it called? As much health as she should have. Because I'm still leveling her up.
Glistening magnificence. But you just made it angry.
Okay, let's finish this bastard.
Then there's another.
Down.
Well, you got the reaction. He is a house
Okay, last one.
smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
There's a focus thing that spawned inside the boil.
I won't get that.
No.
Okay, let's take out the toxin first.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm just getting to the right angle.
Come on, open up. Say ah.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah. And Amber is down again.
Yeah, I'm going for him.
Good.
Ah, you bastard. Glistening Magnificence. Show your weak point, you bastard. Okay.
Glistening magnificence. But still
Okay, one head left.
Oh! Squeaky comes visiting.
Ah, bumps. I stepped on a poop cow.
There you are.
Careful!
Tunnel maggots! You trying to protect these rats? You fail! And fail!
I'm coming back for you.
There's Squeaky.
Ah, bumps. Oh, you're entirely dead.
Tunnel maggots! You trying to protect these rats? But you fail! And fail!
Oh. There's Squeaky.
That was some emergency reaction you kicked off. Quite a sight, Dino. Well done. During these dark nights, Cetus is grateful for your help.
Yeah, no more
Okay.
infested hunting with Papa until Papa gets stronger.
Proceed. You have not won, maggots. You have not won!
Squeaky. Hey, Squeaky. I mean, you have to say Squeaky looks a lot flashier than before.
Yeah.
A lot more fleshed out. Tonight I have a bit of puns.
Strong like bow, smart like tractor. What is that, a comment on my Papa? The problem is I'm still training Papa. Yeah, I don't think Papa should go training for these guys. Once Papa is a little bit more leveled up, then we can go.
Then Papa can play with Infested again. Nice.
Nice what?
Door closes right in front of my nose.
I recolored Inneros about 10 seconds. Don't even have to stop use the link mods. I do use the link mods. The problem is that Papa isn't... Oh, well, Papa is now max rank. Yeah, Papa wasn't... Like, I'm leveling up Papa. The problem is I need to apply 6 former to Papa. And that's a lot of former. So,
A little.
the Orvis isn't too bad. But yeah, you do need a little bit. Oh, we got Gladiator's Finesse. Nice. I was still missing that one. Yeah, Papa might have gotten a little angry from that. No, that was not inventory I wanted to get to.
Well, you could check.
Well, the problem is I have the link mods on her, but I haven't leveled up the link mods because I don't have the... like, I'm still leveling her up, and the problem is this build here is just... This is the amount of like capacity I have available at my current mastery level. So now I need to apply a former, apply a dash. There we go. So now I'm pretty much out. I only got the stuff that I got from that. So that could go into bite. But honestly, let's throw something into link health. We have 5. Let's see, mods. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Five. That's all we have space for. But yeah, I need 6 former total, and she's now a 4 former Papa. So 2 more, and then she will be able to reach her maximum build. But it takes a little bit to get her there. Yeah, I think we give Papa a break and go back to Helios. And I don't know if I feel like that Rubica was really doing it for me here. And the question is why?
The only problem with the Rhythm mod is you actually need a spot to put them on.
Yeah, that's why usually like I make a build and then I will try to get something that can replace it. Let's see, Marcus says, no, more common than that big guy who keeps talking about glistening stuff. Yeah, that's very heck. He's
Maggot guy!
He's very maggot focused.
Glistening maggots.
And then Papa is Papa and can be forgiven. Definitely. So the question is, should I bring the core in for the next run, or should I bring something else?
With a gun or blade, Cetus needs you. Let's go.
I think I try bringing the Corinth. I need to actually pick the bounty.
Dark times, killer. In times past. One more off the docket. Up to.
Strong Papa, but not the healthiest Papa yet. The Papa now does have more health. The only problem is because I'm playing Trinity. Trinity doesn't have a lot of health base, so Papa won't actually benefit that much. Trinity has 15 armor. She might as well have none.
Infestation.
So yeah. Papa's really not gonna be very beefy as long as I play Trinity.
Naive. I need you to take Vehek's toxin and kill the boil.
Now if I went out there as Valkyrie, then Papa would be beefy. Strong Papa.
First, Vehek thinks, I will let this
there
blade
we go.
run wild over Cetus. Then he thinks, I will
Okay,
use
it was
poison to exterminate
day a
the
moment ago.
infestation once its work
No,
is
it was
done.
night the whole time.
Wills see doom in his plan. For Grenier and Ostron alike, the boil needs to be destroyed now, before it becomes unstoppable.
Oh yeah, I should look at your
Did you
wings.
see my new
I
Siandana?
did see it, but I didn't show it for the stream.
We'll use that.
Pretty.
One ill to cure another, eh?
I would really like that one for my Titania, honestly. It fits really well for Titania.
If we bump into Wallace, then tell me.
I forgot. Oh, I see a Cetus Wisp.
Oh, it chose. No.
Yep.
I really
Such a
like the
little-
bug where I could walk into
You could walk
this
underwater.
one. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I told you we had barbecue today.
Bubble Q? Yep.
Barbecue. And this barbecue you have also barbecue sauces.
Mhm.
And my parents got a new one that's called Dragon Breath. That's garlic sauce, more or less, but in the sense of let's see how much garlic can we get into the sauce.
Sounds like a good sauce.
It's a very good sauce, but at least I eat it the whole evening already. Ah.
Well, if you start randomly sweating, then you know why.
What I also heard, at least from someone who has low blood pressure, that the garlic is also not really that good because garlic in high enough concentration lowers blood pressure. If you already have low blood pressure, you know that might not be the best thing to eat.
Mhm.
I could also be totally wrong.
You should come into the cave.
Away from my caves, maggots! Lest you be...
Against 3?
Yeah, sure.
Because we had somewhat of a trouble last time. Also, that would then mean I could do 4 in the last one, and that would use all I have. Because 3, and then 4. I have 10. I had 10. Now I have 7. This is not the cave without the ceiling.
No, that's in the opposite side of the map. This is the one with the islands.
This sounded hurtful.
Fayhead, a two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skincraft. Council would like you to make his life
I do wonder why we struggled so much in the last run.
more miserable.
I think this was probably because Papa died all the time and saving Papa was very important.
Don't blame Papa. It's not Papa's fault.
It's not Papa's fault, but you have to admit we spent a lot of time reviving her, going into places that weren't really the best because Papa died in places with a lot of toxins that made us die. It is not Papa's fault for dying, but stupid toxin clouds.
It's my fault.
Stupid toxin clouds are faulty.
Get on elevator. See, I think we're going to excavation camp.
Still a Womalist?
No, didn't you remember from last time Plaguestar was around? We barely saw a Wombalist either.
Then I probably have to go do Squeaky.
Yeah.
Because Squeaky spawns them.
Oops. I dropped the thingy. Give me the thingy. I think because the infested takes up so many spawn spaces during Plaguestar, so basically the Wombalist doesn't really have empty spaces to spawn in. Which is a little annoying if you need them, but...
I'd rather have a Womalist faces.
yeah, same. The Wombalist will not seek you out from 2 kilometers away to bother you while you're fishing.
Yep.
The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
Those devices draw energy from Wombalists. Make use of them.
Make use of them.
But you know?
Yeah, I just wanted to kill that napalm. I also totally forgot that I needed to actually plug it in manually.
Yeah, you can... Which is... This is still
I don't think you should put the attractor inside of the thing, because sucking them into the place we need to protect will probably do the exact opposite of what we're trying to do. A Bastille would be a better option.
This is so stupid, by the way. You can put them in a maximum of 4. You can have a maximum of 10 with you. Why?
Because 10 is a good number?
No, 1 is a good number.
Well, 10 is 1 and then some more ones.
Well, 1 is 1 1.
And when they do, we'll hunt them
For sport.
He's such an ugly face in a robot.
Grineer at bay.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Sorry if it's hard to see, by the way. That's the problem of nighttime. Be happy to know I can't see anything either.
It's ready.
Pew!
Now make that boy hurt, Doga!
Did he just call us doggo?
A Grineer drone
Yes.
will serve as an optimal delivery system. One on your map.
Well then.
Drone located. Hack in and insert the Thrax toxin. I'll steer it toward the boil.
Come on, gimme.
Oh. Hey, listen.
Oh, let's track of the drone, there it is. That's the one problematic thing with Vauban. His stuff is very visually cluttery.
Hello.
That's an Oberon thingy. Whiteboard.
No, not really.
I
In
mean,
the
you
mood.
don't need it. I just
Just
marked
money.
it because it was there. Ah, pumps.
Whoa. Hello.
The toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated. For a massive immune response.
Prepare to party.
Woohoo! Don't die! There's the eggs.
You got the reaction. Big as a house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Where's the bugger? There he is.
Fools! Glistening magnificence.
Yeah, show me your glistening magnificence. That's one head.
No, I've done it.
Coming. 2 heads. Yeah, the twin Grakatas will do the job. Stopping power like a truck. Ah, Bamsey stunned me. Ow! Come on, show your face. Got you.
Don't forget to get the Hemocide.
The Hema what?
Hemocide. The Hemocide. You know, the thing that ugly thing drops.
The mod? I got
No,
it.
the other thing.
Oh, that
Name,
one.
right?
I forget that was a thing. I'll
that's
check.
why I
I'll
remind
check
you.
afterwards if it's still a thing.
The Hemocide is still a thing.
Alright, come on, show your face. Okay, that's the poison head. Show your weak point. Okay. Only one hit. Ah, pumps. Fell over.
Where did you fall over?
Behind you, behind you. Careful with the poison. Thank you. Ah, bumps. What the hell happened? Oh,
Yeah.
too late. I need energy now. God damn poison clouds.
Yeah, they
You
are
just
really
passed me.
annoying. I am extremely confused.
Oh! God damn it. Too late.
Yeah, I would have gotten you if that stupid thing wouldn't have pushed me to the side.
Okay, I need energy again.
At least it's dead. I need energy too. Here should be enough around though.
Ding! I'm going to take out the seeds or eggs or whatever they're called, spawners. Hi there, Squidgy! Oh, a little Squidgy.
I'm starting to work on the heads,
Yep.
especially this stupid poison head.
God damn it! Asshole! Revive, please.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
Trying to protect these rats to fail and fail.
At least a flat of one. But if everyone wondering,
God damn it! These poison clouds.
they're extremely annoying. You get a Hematite. Oh, that thing is called. At certain point.
And once
If
you
you-
defeat one of them, basically. Ooh, I need energy.
When you put in one, you get one at 99%. You always get one at 99%, but if you put in two, you get one at 50 and 99. We put in three like we do, you get one at 36, at 23.
Ah, that
66
was
and
not
99.
nice. Careful, there's poison clouds.
And
You should see before you jump.
that would mean I'm not completely confused.
It would be a lot easier if I would actually be revived. Because then I wouldn't have to refill my energy bar for 2 seconds. I bastard.
Trying to protect these rats to fail and fail.
I think we should keep it at 3.
Like, this would be a lot easier if I wouldn't have to spend 5 minutes constantly reviving myself, basically. No! Stop knocking me down! God fucking damn it! Okay, this is my last revive, so either you begin reviving me, or I cannot help you anymore. Just saying. Ah, for fuck's sake, I have no energy.
Okay, it seems to be becoming day.
Yeah, it's daytime.
So we spent an hour with 2 runs.
Yeah, it's not good.
Glistening magnificence. But just made it angry.
For fuck's sake.
Where are you?
Thank you. Ah, for fuck's sake. I need help. I need help like now.
Yep, I can't.
I'm talking about Lucy. Okay. It's too late, don't worry.
Ah, damn it.
I can no longer help. So, you're on your own now.
Is she?
Lucy's alive.
Didn't it just say she's down?
I think she revived herself.
Okay.
Maggots! Try to protect these rats! To fail!
I'm glad you think so. Lucy, you need to revive. Lucy, you need to revive. Like now. Lucy's down.
Where is she?
Careful with the poison clouds.
I try to be careful. Nope. Fucking die already.
It's gonna go bad. Lucy has revived herself.
Yeah, I know, I saw. Ah!
Move us down.
I mean, would this stupid thing finally just die? That would make this thing so much easier.
Shoot when its weak point is visible.
Yes. That's
Careful.
the plan.
There goes another death. Do you have any
I mean-
more revives?
No.
Okay, then we're done.
Maggots! You try to protect these rats!
Yeah.
That's why we revive each other.
Yes, but I don't know. Have they increased the amount of poison clouds or something like that? I mean, it wasn't this hard last time. We hadn't had this much poison clouds. They had literally everywhere.
They could potentially have turned it up.
I mean, it's really not that we would have
It's
problems
okay,
with the
hon.
enemy themselves.
I know that I sound annoyed, but it's fine.
I mean, it's literally that we don't have problems with the enemy themselves. It's literally just the poison clouds we have problems with.
It was going fine. The only problem really happened because, like, I was not being revived when I went down, and that wasted a bunch of time because every time I revive myself I have to replenish my entire energy stock before I can do anything. So that is a lot of time where I cannot really support very well and I can't deal damage, and also I waste my revives. So when I finally get back up again and then I go down again because I'm trying to revive myself, so... And when I finally go down, you have no more health support and then death. But it happens. Do you want to try again, or Or should we do
Yeah.
something else?
Let's try again.
It's 10 minutes to 11. We could try one more time and then maybe do the sortie to end off with.
Sure.
Do-do-do. I wonder how much we actually got out of that last run.
You do a good deed. I pay you.
No.
I should also check. Now we can actually also see what's going on. No, it is not the Neo H one this time, it is the Neo E one.
One more.
Don't ask me what it
Top
contains.
two.
Lucy needs a quick bathroom break before we go to the gate, so just don't go out there quite yet.
I'm
I'm gonna change my position.
I'm working on my melee weapons right now anyway.
Okay. Let me take a look at my arsenal as well. The twin Grakatas worked quite well. Maybe I should bring the Simaris. Not entirely sure. I think I'll try.
Handy with a gun or blade. Cetus
Bum, bum, bum. Itchy leg. Bum, 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 bum.
A joy to serve you, Tenno, as always.
We got 500 for the last one.
Not bad.
That's pretty bad.
Better than the Euro.
Ooh.
What's today's sortie, by the way?
Now you're asking me questions I can't answer without going out of the game. I'm not sure. I think it was nothing too serious ending in a spy, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure there was no assassination part in it.
Just putting me on the stream.
Well, we got to look at Fire Chicken. You have little wings. This is what I was talking about, by the way. I'm using the chest piece. I'm also using the leg pieces, but I don't feel like the shoulder pieces of the armor really fits to Trinity. So I'm just using the leg pieces and the chest piece for Trinity.
Use the boop antennas.
Well, that's the thing with Trinity. The boop antennas can barely be seen because you already have like boob feelers. Like if you look at her boobs, she has like little alien feelers coming out of them.
Sexy.
Her chest looks a little strange. Let's see, can we... Oh, well, I guess we're starting.
The infestation. I was beginning to think it would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there to others. Naive. I need you to take Vehek's toxin and kill the boil.
Kill the boil. We can do that.
Again.
Bum 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 bum. Oh. Ow. I really need to get to updating my Twitch bio. I haven't done that in so long, it's so out of date. But I'm hoping that I can do that one of these days. What are you doing?
I'm bored.
We're waiting for Lucy to come here. Oh, there she is. By the way, Han, I am not mad at you at all.
It's just frustrating.
Yeah, it's just frustrating to die and having to redo stuff constantly. It's just a little annoying, but it's a game. We're just having fun.
Frustrating fun.
I mean, if you want frustrating fun, there's way worse. That's how you get Centrium and Nith, by the way. The only thing is you need to have the advanced Nosem Cutter, which is the highest tier, the tier 3 Nosem Cutter. And it only comes from the blue nodes. Hi there, Cosmic. I should probably have used some of those batteries, shouldn't I?
Maybe.
You're a battery now. Are we gonna get the same cave again?
I mean, at least as long as we don't get the cave without a ceiling and then the beach camp.
Yeah. Oh, now we also have ghouls. Yay.
Yes, the ghouls are also the thing.
Yeah, just to make it worse, we have both Playstar and ghouls going on.
But the ghouls are nearly
Yep,
done
it's the
anyway.
same cave. This is the deck Siberus, by the way.
Of course, maggots seek to burrow.
Oh, Lucy is going down, so we might have to jump.
Maggots, lest you be crushed.
Shush, Vehek. It is quite powerful. I don't know how it will work against the Hemocide, because I'm a Hemocyst or whatever it's called, because it is what is it called? Like it relies on dealing slash damage, and I'm not actually sure if the Hemocyst is receptible to slash damage. or rather slash procs, it's using Hunter Munition. So it's a critical Hunter Munition build, basically. Ah, you bastard. I'll shoot you in the dick. More so because it was in the line of sight than anything else. It was not an intentional dick shot. I'm okay, thank you. We just had a slightly annoying run, and it was a little frustrating, but that's what happens.
With a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin graft. Council would like you to make his life miserable. Well,
More miserable.
Hi, Clem.
Toxin secured. Be prepared. Vahak knows what we're up to now.
What about yourself? How are you? Let's see.
I am Moo.
The location of a Grenier chemical mixer. Use it to prepare the toxin.
Lucy says, since I can't go down and moo, the elevator has to do.
Yes.
Insert Ordis laugh. Ha. Ha. Clem.
No! Clem!
Clem will come.
Oh. I thought we could probably use some, you know,
Yep.
support.
Some,
Some Clem support.
what is it called? Is it emotional support?
No, others get air support, we get Clem support.
I just hope the Clem don't die.
Well, if Clem would die, I have still 23 other Clems left.
Yeah, I have been really slacking on doing the weekly, but I have 70 Clem.
I mean, that's more than enough. Let's use also a Clem, so you then have 69 Clems.
I just accidentally killed a creature.
And also we have then 2 Clems.
I can
Double
use
Clem support.
I can use a Clem. The only thing is, like, the only reason why I don't do it is that it feels weird having 2 Clems. But if you think I should do it, I'll do it.
I think you should do it also because then you then have
Mixer is inside
69
that
Clems.
vault. Clear out the area so we can.
And 69 Clems is a good number.
Come on, Clem. Okay, I'm plugging it in.
keep them away, killer. That machine must finish its work.
I do need to also show off the finished builds of these Dex weapons. Probably not tonight. I think that will be better for another stream because we've talked a lot tonight. It's another stream by talking for an hour. For sport.
You know, honestly, there would be paid mod to shut up Greyhack and to Rigger, I would pay it.
Oh, you bastard.
I would literally pay for that mod.
To destroy the mixer. Stop them.
What color what color juice falls out when I crack open your head?
Did we farm Equinox's Lucy, by the way?
No, I offered to do it, but she doesn't feel it's that important, so
Okay.
if she ever wants it, we'll do it, but for now...
It's also quite weird to talk about Lucy while she's listening.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a problem, but I mean, what can we do? That's the problem with not being on voice, all of us together. But whatever people is comfortable with, you don't need to be on voice with me. It's just easier to communicate. Like, it's not like we can be in the middle of the Hemocide fight and then look at text messages. But that just doesn't work, or take time out to type a message. Ah, Boca bastard. I think I managed to take the Boca's turret out. I found out you could do that, by the way. Those annoying ships there, they have their turret there, and if you shoot the turret doesn't have very much health. So if you take out the turret, the Boca will just hover there and do nothing, basically, and it will eventually run away. It's a little hard to hit it, though. It's not really the best weapon that I have for it.
It's ready. Now make that boil hurt.
So it's a little difficult to do, depending on the weapon you
Eyebrows are
have.
singeing.
Eyebrows are singy?
That's what Conjurer said.
I think I got a different one, but I honestly wasn't listening that well. I was distracted by barking.
Bark, 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 bark.
Well, getting on day by day is what you often that's just what you do. I've certainly been doing that lately. Haven't always been doing so well, but I hope that it will be... I'm talking with people in chat.
You mean barking?
Yes.
I bark a lot. But that's what Papa do.
You know, you remember that we were talking about that, the picture of Papa as a knight? That would be Papa's knight name. Lady Bargalot.
You mean Papa on a flaming motorcycle and light armor?
No, that was a different one. But that one is good too.
To boost the confidence of your girlfriend. That's a good game. For everyone not knowing, we are talking about the Super Lesbian RPG.
Yep.
No, Super Lesbian Animal RPG. Sorry.
I did a stream on the demo of it, which is not in the videos on Twitch anymore, but it is on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out there. And I don't think there's actually a link here to it, but you can probably find it, and it's one of the things that I really should add.
It's a really good game. As we said, the demo still you go on Armandant.
Yep. Now we just need to not die.
You can get it for free, but it's pay what you want. You can get it for free, but you also can pay. I would say better is to pay.
Yeah, support indie developers and all that.
Also,
It's a good project.
Really good game. It's a really good game already.
Take out the eggs. Okay, we have the first Hemocide showing up.
To deal with the toxin threat. Destroy it.
Glistening. Magnificence.
Ooh, bumped.
Yeah, that's why I tried to get
Yeah,
out here.
that was my mistake. Sorry. We're still poison clouds. Let's see. No, I don't think you can get to me in time. No. That was my fault. Need to charge up though. We get more here. We have more of these bloody seeds that are spawned.
Be careful if I'm out of the vertical thingies.
I'm taking out these eggs first, and I'm coming for you. Okay, there we go. Oh, I want to be an operator form. Bastard.
Come on, show your stupid weak spot.
Yeah. Side heads down. The head here doesn't want to open its mouth, so I'm gonna go over to kill the other head. There we go. Magnificence! You should probably turn off your fire thingy if you haven't.
It turned off itself.
Trying to make some more energy happen before the next Hemocide shows up. It'll be showing up soon.
There it is.
Yeah, I'm taking out some seed before going for it. Just to reduce the amount of spawn we'll see. You bastard. What?
Darn it.
There's no poison cloud here.
I don't know.
Thank you. Like, I feel like we're getting poison clouds that doesn't exist. But
Yeah,
we might also just be bad.
I guess it's probably buggy. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if it would be buggy.
I would expect it to be a little better second time around.
Maybe they introduce new bugs.
Glistening, magnificence, but you just made it angry.
Okay, poison head is down. Alrighty, no worries. No poison cloud. Going to make some more energy happen. Ah, don't knock me down. Knocking down is bad. Show your weak spot.
Yeah.
Colonel Maggots! You try to protect these rats! You fail! And fail!
What did you go down?
Yeah.
I see you. Ah, bastard. What the hell took so much health? Get out of the poison cloud. Like that explosion thingy that it's doing, that's definitely new. That was not a thing before.
Yep.
Okay, we need more energy for you.
Glistening magnificence. It's just made it end.
Did it die?
Yeah, the spawners.
Yeah, it died.
Who died?
Big guy. The guy we were supposed to kill.
Okay.
Hemocyte, the product of the boil attempting to fight off the toxin. Kill it to weaken the
Okay, let's see if we have any seeds around, because they're gonna make our day bad.
I don't see any here.
No, I don't either, but keep an eye out just in case.
Glistening magnificence. But just
Ah, you bastard. Careful if you come over here, there's a poison cloud.
Yeah.
Where did we go down? We got some eggs, I'm taking them out.
try to protect these rats. You fail. And fail.
Ah, bumps. Don't come too close, I'm in a poison cloud, but I'm trying to crawl out of it.
If I could see where you come down.
Behind you, behind you.
Maggots. You try to protect these rats.
Oh, come on. No.
Fail.
Bastard.
I think we should probably just do 2.
Yeah, that's the safe bet. I think that's what we did last time. Our conclusion was really that 3 is just not worth it. It's too much of an ass. I mean, if you're in game, then you can do it. But it takes too much time if you're not. Like, that's one of the things, like, when you have people,
People that?
I'm not sure I understand that comment exactly. Referring to you, Cosmic. Like, you have a lot of people who are in game, like they're Mastery 25. Everything they do, they run around with fully formatted gear, with arcanes and that sort of thing. Like, we have no arcanes. I don't really have an interest in having arcanes. It would make this easier, but I don't really want it. Ah, bastard. Poison cloud, careful if you come close. Yeah.
Like, there wasn't a poison cloud before.
No, there was not. Careful, Lucy. Just get moved and get out of there before another poison cloud happens. There's definitely something weird going on because poison clouds is just popping out of nowhere.
Poison cloud had it gone.
Yeah, but poison cloud still spawns is the thing.
Yeah, but they should be a little bit less now.
It's 2 heads.
Magnificence. But just made it angry.
Like, I feel like we're still getting the different effects of the various heads even after they're dead, which is really weird. Like, we're getting both the green and the yellow poop clouds. Come on, show me a weak spot.
Glistening. Magnificence. But just made it angry.
Come on, show a weak spot. Go.
Oh, finally. And new E1.
Slaves, nothing. Nice work, number 1 done.
Number 1 done.
I've put Nakak in charge of supply distribution until this strangeness is at an end. See what she has for you. We're all in this one together, Tino. You have not won, maggots. You have not won!
Shut up.
got all the sister lists or whatever they're called. Let's see. Number one gun. Also, if you just want to farm this and you don't have all the great gear, go in a group, only do one homicide, it makes it a lot easier. So you'll only have to fight one, and that'll be the difficulty of the first one, and it comes at 99%. We're just being stupid here, basically. You have not won. The mountain of courses I'm standing on. It says otherwise. Yeah, pretty much. Well, Vehek is an interesting character. He's a little full of himself. Hunter Command, or Hunter Command. Hunter Command is good. I'm actually using that on my papa. It was bugged to begin with, but I believe they fixed it. But I haven't actually had a full build with it yet, so we'll see how it performs once that is done. So should we go and do the sortie before we call it off?
Yep.
Let's return to the orbiter. But yeah, like, I know that you're listening in, Lucy. The only thing is, like, if you're just listening into the stream, it's 30 seconds delayed, and that makes it a little harder to communicate. But it's completely fine. Though, I just wanted to let you know that if you want to, like, basically just join in on voice, not talk, but just basically listen to us, so you can get up-to-date information, then just let us know, and we'll make a call or something.
And she would need Discord first.
You would need Discord, yes, but I mean, that's manageable. You don't have to have Discord running always. You can just use it for that only. I don't know of any other ways to do it, really. Basically, I changed the Discord to get away from stuff like TeamSpeak and Ventrilo.
Or Skype.
Well, Papa actually didn't get angry at all. Which is strange.
I've been thinking, operator. I thought you'd want to know.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's only when you not actually revive them.
when Papa dies before you die, like, if Papa dies while you're still up, Papa loses loyalty.
Your current
but what
Warframe
happened
shield
is
you.
But the difference is that Papa actually went down before I did, and then I went down, and that still didn't count as loyalty loss. So it might simply be that it only happens if you are alive when Papa dies. I need to buy something real quick. I need to grab these DNA stabilizers, because I don't want to risk running out, so I'm just going to buy a bunch of them and stick them in, because now Papa will actually genetically deteriorate over time. So I need to have them so that it can apply them. Okay, so let's take a look at the sortie. The sortie is a mobile defense in an Eximus stronghold, so probably limbo for that. It is against Corpus.
The first one?
Yeah. It's against Corpus, so I guess I'll go as Trinity.
Gay.
Okay, so let me just change my weapons real quick. I'm gonna change back to the...
By the way, I used the Mirage, I think Mirage Noble one
Uh-huh.
for Limbo.
Well put together.
I think that fits very well. It has that
Cut down the...
showstopper kiss. And I'm not gonna bring Papa on a sortie. If Papa cannot handle the Hemocide, then Papa can definitely not handle level 50 to 60 enemies.
Papa is
Yeah?
extremely cute again. What's this? What's this? What's this? Going around the cockpit and sniffing everything, even though she sniffed it a couple of times. Huh? Oh, okay.
Oh, Papa is adorable. I will really miss the adorable Papa-ness, but Papa's still Papa. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to do Operation Plague Start, it's gonna last for just under 10 more days.
Papa made it half into her bed.
Well, points for trying.
Yep.
Which half of Papa ended up in bed?
Not her butt.
Just a butt.
No, not her butt.
Okay. Back when I was going to, well, we call it university. I was in a group with others, and like it was like get to know each other group sort of thing. And well, at one of the points we like went home to visit each other.
You must deliver payloads and defend enough
Went
missions
to
while agreeing to the network.
one guy's home, and
Be
that
prepared for
was
heavy resistance.
interesting
I can't do this without you.
because we
So, the
I
corpses
can't
are
actually
just a cult
activate it, so I need to hop out of the rift.
worshipping
Like he had a dog.
We've been locked out. Let's override the security.
Not helping.
I need access to.
You do know I have that on video now, right?
Override complete. Move on. Successfully hacked. The location is returned
But yeah, he had
to
a
normal
dog,
security
a
levels.
Saint Bernard dog, who very much still believed that it was a papa. So it, like, when we came into the house, it was so happy to see new people, and just came racing through the entire house, through my legs, basically just launched sideways, and then
Here is a terminal.
what is it called? Then, like, circled around, like there was a sofa thingy with what is it called? It was a sofa piece and then a little like coffee table, or what do you want to call it? And the thing is that like it ran around behind the coffee table where the couch was, the sofa, and then like without breaking stride, just basically ended up in the middle of like the sofa, like butt basically just turned out as it was moving, like outwards.
Still working on it. Continue.
So if you can imagine, like the front legs just goes around the table while the butt just like goes in a wider angle around it. And basically the butt just goes up on the sofa until it's suddenly just sitting in the sofa with the front paws on the ground. It looks so good. And I was falling over furniture because of it. All these frozen lines.
Well done.
We are finished here. On.
Okay, let's head out.
consider what I have learned from
Are you
this
coming?
fish.
Yes, just need to orient myself.
What about Lucy?
I know.
Don't want to go too far. But yeah, we're moving on.
Doors are locked.
I knew you were
Time
gonna
to
do
break
it.
in.
You know, you're just locking people in rooms to die.
Override successful. Let's ring. Alarms reset.
Well, I survived the attack with 8 health or so. A whole lot
This is
of 8.
alright.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Sapping ospreys, they are the worst enemy in the game. I hate them.
Yep.
If you're not familiar with the name, the sapping ospreys is those bastards there. They throw small areas of blue death. And if you stand in that blue death, you die very, very quickly. And
Unless you are on the rift.
unless you're in the rift. And people and similar has a tendency to stand in the blue without noticing. I'm like, no, get out of the blue.
For my defense, I have orientation sense of a rock falling up.
Well, it's not really orientation sense, it's just, is there blue at my feet? Yes? Move.
You can also call the situation awareness I
Literally.
don't have.
Need Lucy with us? I'm almost getting the get 10 kills on unalerted enemies in this level.
Location reached. Drop me in.
Because the cameras count as unalerted if you shoot them without anything. Just waiting for Lucy to get close. Okay, plugging it in.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
And Lucy is using the Reaper Prime.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
By the way, there's the blue potato alert.
Oh! How did you see that?
It popped up in the lower right area.
Okay. Well, I'm
know
not
where-
paying attention.
Well, you don't pay attention
The odds were
to
against
that.
us,
I
Tenno.
don't pay attention to stupid blue circles.
That's the blue zone of death, by the way.
That's good.
Yes, don't stand in it. Let's see what the next one is. Let's also see what the alert is. It's a defense mission. Should we take a break to get that, or should we finish the sortie and then get it?
How long is it?
An hour and 10, so plenty.
Let's finish the sortie and then we go for that one.
Okay, so the next one is a rescue with puncture damage on enemies. I think I can go in as Trinity. I don't think that'll be too bad. Usually when it's rescue I'll go in as Valkyrie, because
Lure!
I can be immune. Yay! Yep. That's actually interesting, a lure rescue. We haven't done those in ages.
On Stifler.
No, it's actually on Cyber.
Huh?
But if you remember,
A bloody battle.
this one,
Me too.
it is one we need to be a little careful with, because these were difficult. So, hopefully. See, yeah, Lucy's just making a few adjustments. If you remember how it worked is there was different consoles which would open a portal, and then you go through the portal and see if the operator is on the opposite side, or the operative.
Yeah, we failed that the first time.
Yeah, because we were just basically opening all the portals and then figuring out afterwards that we needed to go through them. So we need to be careful. Actually, I think I'm gonna go as Punchy Papa, because it will it will be very nice to be able to go into Hysteria and not have to care about damage, and just portal hop really quickly. So I won't be Trinity to support you, keep that in mind.
Will do. Oh, it has 2 form-up blueprints flying around.
Nice.
For some reason.
I would like those. My sister hates when I do that.
Whom sister?
My sister.
Do what?
Hate when I crack my fingers.
My mom really doesn't like it when I crack my neck.
Yeah, I try not to crack my neck because it's just not very appealing.
One of our allies has been
And also it's not really good for the neck.
I always tell her then...
Oh, yeah,
Did you hear anything? I don't hear anything.
If you are looking for lunar pitches on by the way, if you start in this area, there'll magically be no lunar pitches, so don't try to look for them.
Oh, Lucy left.
Lucy left?
Yeah, probably
Our
crashed.
scavenger has been snared by a dormant
She's
origin
down.
security system. It's our duty to see that they make it home safe.
Ow.
Yeah, they are.
They hurt a little bit.
Yes.
I can protect you if you check that whether or not Lucy crashed.
Disconnected or something.
Okay, we'll
Not
wait.
bad.
This just means it'll take less time to get back in again. But we should not go too far. Don't use all the energy yet. Remember, I can't actually charge you up.
I know. But some music we're waiting.
By the way, if you want a fun Warframe, get Octavia. Like, I knew she was gonna be fun, but...
And spend at least 200 platinum on her.
Yeah, that's not needed though. You can have plenty of fun without, but it makes it more fun. Because the thing is, she has a bunch of different instrument packs. And each of them costs 50 platinum, so I think there is 8 total.
Yeah, 8 total, and 1 you get with the Maestro pack, so you should rather buy this one with the pack, which is 200.
Yeah, that's the thing, like the Maestro pack costs the usual like 250-ish, I think it's 245, 255, 54. So it costs a normal amount for a pack, but like a normal music pack, also this one costs 50 platinum. So really 50 of the platinum in that pack is just from the music pack. So even though you can get it from other sources, unlike the other things in those packs, you probably want to buy it in the pack. Unless you really don't like the other things, of course. But
then it would be cheaper to buy the...
yeah, if you like the music, or you like anything else in the pack, get the pack.
And I mean, the Maestro skin is quite nice. I wear it.
Give me some life, please. Thank you. Bumps. They hurt.
Yes, I do. I kinda try to kill people with my patron.
Watch out for blue!
I saw. But yeah, the thing is, you get 1 instrument.
Oh,
get
well, I'm hacking now. That wasn't that intended.
Hurry up. You are running out of time.
Come on.
Quick. Those consoles to change the destination of the vault portal. One of them has to leave.
Take out the turrets in here, please.
Well,
Did we get him out?
Agent,
We got him
make
out for
sure
some
they get
reason.
home safely.
nice.
Well, I'm not going to question that. I didn't actually go inside the portal, but
The alarms have triggered a bursa.
Where is it? Here it is. Up here. Where is Lucy? I have no idea how to get up there, so I'm not really sure I can help you. Let's go to the exit. Oh, careful. I'm not sure how to get up there. You might have to resurrect yourself. Where's Moo?
Pencil?
What?
The thingy is broken again.
What
I
thing?
don't see where the exit is. It jumps around at the point here. Like when I'm here, it jumps there. When I'm on the other side, it jumps to the other side.
Ah. You shouldn't just stand around.
So
It's over
if
here.
you see where the
It's
exit
over here.
is, then guide me, because I really have no clue.
Yeah, this is definitely the exit.
Instruments. You get one from the quest.
Yeah, you get the Audio, I believe it's called.
The thing is, I mean, you can do a lot with that one already, but the fun really starts when you buy the other instruments, because then you can mix them.
Definitely.
You don't have to buy all, but it's very beneficial to have all, because
Yeah.
you can really mix and match everything.
I
And
think
it's not
that
really
the only one I've really used otherwise has so far. Like, I haven't done a whole lot of music. Mo has. Like, I've used Audio and I've used the one from the Maester pack. But I do have all the music, and I do intend to make more music.
And I think it's also, you have slots for music, and the more instruments you buy, the more slots you have to make more music. I have filled them all, because I made a lot of music.
I don't know if Lucy got the wonky waypoints as well, but we made it out.
Yay! But yeah, I mean, you really don't have to buy them. They don't give you anything extra, they are just cosmetics. But it's really a lot more fun.
But it makes it fun.
Yep, it's just really just a cosmetic, because the way she works is you have 3 abilities, and each ability, which is each node, to do something. Like, for example, with a mallet, with each node you do damage, but the damage is fixed. It's just spread over more or less nodes then.
Yeah, so you get to, like with more nodes, you do less damage per time. No, less damage, same damage per time. You do less damage per beat, but like if you spread it out, you get more beats, so there's a high chance that you'll hit the target, that sort of thing. The last one is a spy mission, and they have magnetic, so be careful about getting hit, because they will most likely take away your energy if you get hit a lot. I will drop a pizza when we start, but I will most likely try to run this pretty much entirely invisible, so it might take a little longer, because if I get hit and lose all the energy, then I die. So
the system needs you.
yeah.
Will you begin another mission?
That's another thing we need to do. We need to do a lore stream. Because I've actually...
radiation is a riot!
because I've actually finished most of the fragments. I still need the crystal fish. 1,000-year fish. But I'll get those one of these days. Okay, pizza party!
Tenno, you are here to infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
You can actually stand here and just wait until the exit shows up.
Worshipping honey.
Because they should not be able to come up here.
Be on the lookout for increased security measures.
Oh, another thing is, you can make your own music with Octavia, and of course, people made music, so you can go on the internet and get a lot of tutorials for your favorite music.
Most likely they will like be a little off. That's our experience at least. But it's like, then you listen to it and you change some instruments, you add a beat here and there, and then suddenly it fits.
Also, the thing is, they all were made without Horus, because Horus is the one that got added with the Maestro pack, so it's quite new. And many things sound just better with Horus, because it's a good instrument. If you want harder beats. The only thing that's really weird is Delta, because it's quite dubstep.
Yeah, it's basically the dubstep pack. It's nice to have. I probably won't use it very much, but it's nice to have.
I don't even have found good tutorial music that uses it.
Well, the problem is that dubstep is really hard to replicate because it's like. But that's my dubstep. Wop wop.
Actually, that's not dubstep, that's bro step.
The what now?
Yeah, there are quite few differences, and the wop wop you usually know that's not really dubstep.
That game thingy would disagree. The dubstep gun. I'm pretty sure that was a wop in that one.
Yep, but that's. I mean, it's kinda like, you know, everyone knows it at dubstep, but if you ask a music junkie, then they will disagree and
you
educate
never
about
ask
it.
a music junkie for exactly that reason.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms
Oh,
now.
come on.
We'll start destroying the data.
I'm a little too far away to help, sadly. No.
You're on the sensors now. You've been detected.
But at least they kill each other because I have hit one with radiation. So they
That's always nice.
try to kill each other instead of me.
Heavy robotics detected. Lock and load.
What if you have two weapons with different lenses, pick up focus and then use both?
Data extracted.
And then you
You
what?
get-
No, it's gone. The alarms have triggered a bursa.
And then you what?
You use both weapons with both lenses.
Well, if you use the weapons to kill stuff, it's the weapon that gets the focus and your Warframe. So only the weapon that you use to kill stuff with will actually get the focus, while the other weapon will only get if you kill with that weapon. But if someone else kills something, neural array.
More or less what I'm asking is if you have pick up a focus and get focus for two schools.
Yes.
What happens then? Do you get for both or do you get for one only?
Say you have on 2 weapons, and you're carrying 3 weapons and a Warframe. You have it on 2 of the weapons. So in that case, if someone else kills something, your Warframe will receive 25% of that affinity. Your weapons will each receive 25% of that affinity, so that means that 25% of the affinity of someone else's kill will go to each of the weapons. And if you have a focus booster, that is 6 times the affinity because you have the focus going on at the moment. So I hope that answers the question. And I feel like I'm babbling.
No, I'm actually mean if I get focus for 2 schools at once. There's one focus thingy picked up. Get I then for both schools or only
Yes.
for one? Because it only shows me one so far.
That's because
We have-
if you kill something with the weapon, then the other weapon doesn't get anything from that kill because you used a weapon for it.
Yes, but what if in the time that focus thingy is active I kill with both weapons?
Then both of them should receive
They won't even know it's gone.
see focus for
We
the
have
amount
everything
that they
we came
got.
for. Get to extraction. Watch yourself. The
Yeah,
alarms have
Bertha's here.
attracted a burst.
Yeah, I think we have 2 now. But we just need to get out. Are you at the exit or... Are you at the exit?
No.
We've
Ah,
been
you
locked out.
bastards.
Let's override the security.
And of course that's annoying.
Oh well.
There was a nullifier zone around the
Breach complete. We're free to
the
proceed.
panel.
Oh,
I'm coming. Oh, ba 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 ba. Stand in the circle. Your ball is kind of counterproductive
no. Have I?
because it's making the sapping osprey throw sapping spots at us. Because it's trying to kill your ball.
I mean, I got 89% of damage. Done.
Yeah, because I haven't done any damage.
Another sculpture.
Yep, an anasa. Also commonly referred to as a pineapple, apparently.
Don't put it on pizza.
I mean, pineapple belongs on pizza.
No.
Yes.
Pizza belongs on pineapple.
No, then the pineapple get burned.
No, you take the pizza and wrap it around the pineapple hole. And then you eat the whole thing.
The pineapple hole?
Mhm. So let's do the blue potato.
Yep, and then call it off after that.
Yep.
I'm just buffing up the sculpture.
Your collection of mods is impressive, operator. But I wonder if there are more to be had.
Yeah, as Lucy says, an anasa, that's at least a cash-in. I'm not disagreeing with more endo. I can use endo. I think I'd bring the Simaris. Doesn't really matter for this one because it's fairly low level. I'm bringing Trinity, by the way, so energy won't be a problem. Aww.
It's
Papa's running in her dreams.
Aww. Well, no more music. Probably Becky pause.
It would be a pissing apple.
So, no more music in this run.
Ah,
I want to train Loki so I can finally toss him.
that's fine.
I don't like Loki.
Oh. Well, look at the bright side. The affinity booster we got yesterday, if you wanted to, you could finish both of the Lokis and it would be over with.
Yes, that's kind of the plan.
The enemy is at our doorstep.
That's the benefit of an affinity
Defend our
booster.
equipment until
Get it out of the
reinforcements
way.
arrive.
So get Loki done with.
This place,
Yep.
as
Oh,
we
it's
did in the old
infested
days.
too.
Oh, they changed the lightning a little bit.
Okay, also, these pots here, like, the guy inside was not always this guy. In the original game, like, in the original situation, or whatever you want to call the original state. I got a sneeze. I got a sneeze. There was a guy in there that was very square. And he also pretty much like was just a naked guy in boxers. Except his skin looked like it was made of stone. So he ended up being nicknamed Naked Nick.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
another one of those characters that has happened because of the game. So we have Clem, we have John Protman, and then we have Naked Nick. I'm really bad at aiming right now. I'm really bad at aiming right now. I should have brought Papa for this. Oh. How did that happen?
I don't know.
I was just suddenly pushed into a hole.
Papa would definitely not really die here.
Yeah, Papa would have no trouble here.
Ah.
I think it's you that is teleporting me around. I blame you.
Ooh, no, I don't have that ability at all.
Damn Loki.
That's really the only thing that you can teleport people and annoy them.
Tari, not the best place to be. But yeah, I plan to use the affinity boosters to basically level Papa. So Papa should be fully leveled up next time we do a stream.
All of my weapons get a lot more easier affinity than Loki. Holy butts. Like, all of my weapons ranked up from 23 to 24. And also as far as they were at 23, so really a whole level. And Loki is not even half done with one. These I also get the Latron done.
Yep. The Latron is...
The Latron Prime.
Well, the Latron Prime is not my favorite. Not to talk shit of weapons, but it's not my weapon. If you like that sort of weapon, it's fine. But I'm
If
not...
you like-
Like, I like burst weapons, like the Dexiferous here,
We have
where
You
I have pinpoint one-shot accuracy, but I get more bullets.
You mean if you like fit weapons? That's your thing.
That I like what?
I mean, if someone likes fit weapons, that's their thing.
No, I'm not trying to talk shit about weapons. I don't like the Latron Prime.
I like the Frago.
And like the Latron Prime is better than the other Latrons, so if you don't like the Latron Prime, you're probably not gonna like the others.
I mean, Loki's even less fun than Mirage.
Yeah, Loki's not my playstyle either. Like he's a good frame. I'll say that he is a good frame. Just like if I want stealth, that's basically the way I explained it is. If I want stealth, what I want is slow and calculated. So basically Ivara. While Loki is like run around, cast stealth every 5 seconds to renew stealth, and then casts other stuff to not die while stealth goes out and that sort of thing, and it's like, it works. It's powerful, but I really prefer the slow and calculated, the tactical stealth when I play stealth. So if I want to play aggressive, I play something else. I play Valkyr, I play Saren, I play Mesa. As you saw in the last mission, like I go in as Ivara and it's good. Now, I haven't really taken Ivara into like extended missions, but she's very capable of doing it. Like basically you sit around, you camp, and then you use your pickpocket to get extra drops so that you can survive, for instance, a survival. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Out of some reason, I don't have a stance for...
For the Fraggle?
Yep.
Yeah, we talked about that. I do have a stance to give you, so if you don't hop off straight away, I can give you one. I have multiple duplicates. Like if you just stick around for basically like the tune out of the stream. I guess we can also go to the dojo and call it off there instead.
Sounds like a plan. so close. Ah, well, we got a blue potato. So I
Yep.
can restock on my over 20.
Berserker is a very, very good mod. It's definitely worth getting.
Okay, I can sell the worm.
Yeah, just a normal one?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, you have the worm prime, so you don't need the other one.
Just first taking animal instinct off. Just in case.
Yeah, I do that as well. I'm paranoid.
Papa just squeaked.
Ba-ba-ba.
There you go, worm. So, yes. So then I can put in the worm prime next. Quip.
Fluffy Papa.
Everything in orders, operator?
Is that a pun? I will
I will
attempt to bypass this fault. Is everyone ready? Is everyone ready to go to the dojo? Because I just remembered if I click the button, then everybody's just pulled to the dojo.
Well, I'm ready, I think. Wait, Papa is going somewhere. I have to know where Papa is going. Papa is going into bed, so we can go.
Okay, Lucy's also ready. I'll hop into trainee Papa. Because then I can bring Papa.
Operator, you have
I hope.
remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Oh yeah, but by the way, the reason why I name my swords with capital letters is because all other weapons has capital letters only. The reason why I name Amber differently is because if you look in the world, people have different names. So it's not so bad, but I don't know, I may make her capital letters, I don't really know. Let's see, mod. And I believe it is Crushing Ruin. That's the one, right? Hammers.
Yep.
Actually, while we're at it, I could give you some Lith C2s. Should I do that?
Sure. Yep.
Just saving having to do another trade. Hi there, welcome. Papa? I'm saying Papa. P-U-P-P-E-R. Papa. I mean, I'm not really sure because if you look at people's names, like, they're also capital, but up here they're not. So I kind of feel like Amber should be the same as player names, basically. But then again, in the world, people's names are capitalized anyway. I don't know if they are when you're in, like, normal play. I think there it shows like it doesn't pop here. I did a little bit of updating to my operator. I added some glasses because reasons, and I also put it on a new operator suit. Quite like it. And also I'm using an idle stance. I'll be unlocking a new one soon. I might change it. I only have access to 2 of them at the moment, but if you haven't noticed it with your operator, you have idle stances that depends on which schools you have unlocked. So go and check it out. You might like your idle stance instead of just a normal standing down with arms at your side sort of thing.
Unless you are Vazaran.
Vazarin isn't bad. It's kind of look at my crotch. It's kind of like Mesa is here.
It's like, look at me, I'm a badass and I have to poo.
It's kind of like Mesa. Like seriously, look at Mesa. That's basically what she is. I have no idea where Moa's gone.
I'm here.
You've gone to a big room.
Oh yeah, I'm in the thingy.
The thingy?
The thingy.
Oh, the green waffle room. This is totally not a bug, intended feature. Ah.
Right, here's normal.
Observatory. Oof. I think you
Yeah,
can actually start missions from here now.
Where you also
Yep.
have the arsenal.
And can't you go into the arsenal normally? Yeah, you can go to the arsenal normally as well. Although I think it's unlocked with it.
Yeah, that's also where you are teleported to.
This is also intended feature. Totally not a honeycomb bug. But yeah, I think we should...
Worm Pram looks ugly.
It looks better than Worm.
I don't know.
Do you see Papa here with me? I'm pretty sure you don't.
I see you, but not Papa.
Oh. But yeah, see, Mesa stands here. That's basically the Vazarin stance. Look at my crotch.
But the Vazaran stance is still a little way back now, so you think... Look at me, I'm quite confident and I tell you I have to poo.
But yeah, should we call it off?
Yep. And yes, I don't think too high about the Vazaran stance. If anyone has still any doubts.
It's not bad. It can work very well. Like if you use that the armor set that you put on, the one that looks like kind of like a biker, it can work quite well for that. Like my stance would not work for that.
Look at it.
It fits for that suit. This stance would not fit for that suit.
Also, yes, I have demon eyes.
Well, if you talk to Helmith, he does call you demon child.
Yes,
I'm not demon.
he's right.
I'm a good papa. I did also make a small change to my hair. It has more like more color, not really more color, but more luminescence in the reflection. Since I originally colored while we were, like, we didn't really have a whole lot of coloring packs.
But yeah, I would say let's call it off.
Okay. So, let's call it off here.
Yep, I leave dojo.
Yep. I'll pop out of here and put up the end screen.
And quit game.
Let's put on some ending music. Bum, 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 bum. Die, 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 die. Oh, no, that was the wrong one. Mistakes were made. So, that is the end for tonight. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. Thanks to Mo and Lucy for joining me. Sorry for talking for an hour.
I had fun annoying you. But yeah, it was fun.
Yep, it was. Yeah, good night, Hunt. You too. Good night. Hard. Okay, gotta hop back to the ship. So, yeah. Will you stick around for a little bit, or are you heading to Pillow?
I think I still hang around a little bit.
Okay. Well, if you want to hang around, then I will bring you back in a moment once the music has faded out.
Okay.
Okay, talk to you in a second.
Talk to you in a second. Bye-bye.
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 So, that's the end of the stream tonight. I hope that everyone enjoyed themselves. I hope you had fun. And I hope it was, like, useful. The intention of the stream was mainly to go into the source, and then of course the Plague Star event, because that's going on right now. The important thing is really, if you want to make a Plague Saw, do it now. And if nothing else, do it for the bloody rapier, because the other rapier you can make looks like ass. So you can actually get your own custom rapier that doesn't look like ass, and that's worth it. But yeah, it is a little confusing to make saws. So if you have problems, do ask me. I'm happy to answer questions. But other than that, you can basically just with the plague saws, for instance, if you don't want to mix and match between, technically you can't get the plague strikes and put some of the non-plague handles or grips on them and get slightly higher output. But I like to keep them so that I have plague and I have non-plague, because I don't think they match so well otherwise, but you can definitely do it. And for instance, if you do the plague rapier head and then the quarth grip, it really doesn't look that bad. So yeah, but I suggest that you do that. There's some other things you should do as well. Get the Cuddle Tendrils, get the Nog Brain, those kind of things, because then you're set for leveling up your Cetus standing, so you can get all the source stuff. And then just work your way slowly up to rank 4 with Cetus, and you can make all the source you want. And I would recommend it, because personally, I feel a lot more attached to my swords than I do any other weapon. Like, I feel like they're really mine, because I created them, I constructed them how I wanted them, and then I gave them a name to fit whatever it is. I find some interesting ideas to name them after. So yeah, it just gives them a more personal feel. But anyways, other than that, thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too much for you, but let me know otherwise. And now we have 2 other streams planned for Warframe. I don't know when they're gonna happen. Could happen tomorrow, I doubt it. But we'll see. They're not really time limited, so we'll do them whenever we feel like it, basically. But anyways, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and good night. Bye everyone.